as I said, this is week 7. In the past, I've covered the 2 steps of this teaching, 2 steps to awakening. The first step, of course, is learning the art of being present, relaxing into presence, becoming more deeply present, becoming established in presence, so that in a sense, presence, the present moment, becomes your new home. That won't happen instantly, but after a period of time of following step 1 and step 2 of this teaching, slowly, there'll be a transition. And one morning you wake up and you have a new home. It's no longer the world of the mind, the past and future, with all those intrusions from the past and future. Your new home is the present moment, and it feels so beautiful. And as you settle into the present moment as your new home, the soul settles with you. So I shared step 1, and I also shared in previous episodes most of step 2 and the 4 different aspects of step 2. The first was the resistance of the ego. The second was who have you become on this long journey through time and separation. The third was the liberation of repressed feelings from the past, to liberate those repressed feelings from within you. Now we're moving into the 4th one. Some of it I've covered in previous episodes, at least I've touched upon different elements. But the 4th aspect of step 2, which leads to mastery of the mind and ego, the 4th aspect is to bring conscious awareness to all the ways you lose yourself in other people, all the ways you become entangled in others. And if you want to awaken, you really have to disengage from this entanglement in others. You have to come back to yourself. Everybody out. I am me, you are you. Let's not get mixed up with each other. How can I know who I am if I'm mixed up in you? How can you know who you are if I'm mixed up in you? You can't. So we really need to return to ourselves. It's rather ironic. It really involves a movement into separation. We have to separate in order to come to oneness. What do I mean by we have to separate in order to come to oneness? We have to liberate ourselves, release ourselves from these entanglements in other people and come back to ourselves. I am me, you are you. That's about all you need to know. Now, let me talk about how we get lost in each other, how we become entangled. It all begins with the limiting beliefs, which I've spoken of in detail in previous meetings. So I don't need to go over that again, but as I said in previous episodes, when you were born, when you came out of your mother's womb, and also in your mother's womb, you were a very present little being. And all you needed was someone, your mother and father and others, to be very, very present with you. But they weren't. It's not their fault. They didn't know how. Nobody showed them how to be present. But there are significant consequences for the child and for you for the rest of your life because your parents weren't present in the way you needed them to be, because you were present. The true and original need that you had is very simple. I just need others to be present with me. Mother, father, anyone else. I need them to be very, very present with me. If they're present with me, I'll feel the love emanating from them, and the love will emanate from me as well, as a baby, as a very young child. I'll feel the energy of acceptance coming from them. I don't need it personally. I need to feel it coming from them so that I can meet them with that level of acceptance, that level of love that exists within me, that level of presence that exists within me, even in the womb, certainly when I'm first born. And for the first months of my life, the first years of my life or your life. What we really needed was others to be present with us, but they weren't. And slowly, we disconnected from that true and original need. I just need you to be present with me. And it was painful when no one is present with you, which really means you can't be fully present yourself. You can't express yourself. And so if your parents are not present with you, that's very painful. So then what happened was subsequent limiting beliefs formed. For example, I'm not loved. I can't do it. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. I can't be myself. It's not okay to express myself. I can't have what I want. It's not okay to ask for what I want. There's not enough to go around. Now, these are typical of the limiting beliefs that can form within your mind. Not all of those limiting beliefs formed in your mind, but certainly 2 or 3 did. And those 2 or 3 limiting beliefs have affected every aspect of your life from those early days of childhood. The story, in a sense, the dream became programmed with those limiting beliefs. The mind became programmed with those limiting beliefs. So your parents weren't present. So what you needed from them, if they're not present, you needed love. You needed acceptance. You needed to feel important, special. You needed to feel that they'd be here for you. And because your parents were not present with you, because you needed them to love you unconditionally, accept you unconditionally, regard you in the most beautiful way, because you didn't receive any of that, then you began on a journey, a search. You began a quest in search of the substitute needs. What are the substitute needs? I need you to love me is a substitute need. The moment I look to you and I need you to love me, what that really means is I've forgotten who I am. Because I'm not present, I've gotten caught in the dream, in the past, the future, in the story, in the world of the mind. I've gotten caught there. And in the dream, I'm not loved. That's one of my limiting beliefs. I'm not loved. And so because that's so painful, because I've completely forgotten the true and original need, I've disconnected from it, now I set about looking for love from others. Okay, I didn't get it from mother and father the way I needed it. Will you love me? If I impress you, will you love me? If I please you, will you love me? What do I have to do to get you to love me? But energetically, by my needing you to love me, I'm energetically moving away from myself. And I'm getting mixed up in you. It's the same if I need you to accept me, think I'm worthy, trying to prove how good I am. Energetically, in all of these situations, I'm energetically moving away from myself and getting mixed up in you. Now, there are problems associated with that. For example, if I'm looking to you to love me or accept me, I've given you all the power. If you love me, I feel good. If you don't, or you don't show me some sign that you love me or care about me or accept me, I collapse. I've given you all the power. Also, if I fear your rejection or I fear your judgment, again, it's a case of getting entangled in you. I'm entangled in you with my fear of your rejection, fear of your judgment. I'm getting mixed up in you. The truth is, you are a free being. You can love me or not love me. You can accept me or not accept me. You can judge me or not judge me. It's your choice. It has nothing to do with me. You see, if you love me, that actually has nothing to do with me. It's a statement about you. In this moment of you loving me, it just means you are the energy of love. If you accept me in this moment, your energy is very accepting. It has nothing to do with me. It just means you are in this moment in the energy and of the energy of acceptance. It's who you are in this moment. But similarly, if you hate me, that's got nothing to do with me. It's a statement about you. You're caught in the energy of hatred. You're projecting it onto me, but it still has nothing to do with me. You're the one in the energy of hatred, not me. It's the same if you judge me. If you judge me, you're the one caught in the energy of judgment. I could very easily have compassion for you are caught in the energy of judgment. It doesn't touch me, it doesn't affect me unless I take it on. Now, how is it that I would take on your judgment, your anger, your hatred? Why would I take that on? I have to go back a step. It's not your judgment, your rejection, you're not loving me that actually affects me. That's not it. I have to go back a step. It's my need for your love. It's my need for your acceptance. It's my need for your approval. It's my need for you to think I'm special. Now I'm giving it over to you. It's a hook. Now, the moment I need your acceptance or your love, your approval, now I've exposed myself to your judgment, your condemnation, your rejection, or anything like that. Now, this gives me complete power and freedom, because if I take full responsibility for my feeling judged, it's not you judging me that causes the problem. It's not you hating me that causes the problem. It's my needing your love and acceptance, which exposes me to your judgment, your rejection, your condemnation, whatever it is. So now I can change that. I can recognize any moment I'm looking for love from you, from others, looking for love. So simple. I just own, acknowledge, confess, then relax, back to presence. Do not try and change these patterns or get rid of them. You must only own, acknowledge, confess with love, acceptance, and compassion. That's the way of liberation. That's the way of healing. Everything is brought to consciousness. The moment I notice I'm looking for your acceptance, or I'm afraid of your judgment, the moment I notice that, I need to acknowledge it to myself and to God within me, that I'm aware of it. I see it. Not trying to fix it, not trying to change it. I'm just aware of it. So we need to bring consciousness to all the ways we're pursuing these substitute needs. I need you to love me. I need you to accept me. I need you to think I'm special. If you love me, if you accept me, if you think I'm special, then you'll be here for me. Then I won't be alone. Then I won't die. That's kind of the story that we're all lost in. Our story begins at the very beginning of conception. I'm safe, I'm in my mother's womb, I feel the oneness, I'm connected. Wow, what happened? Now I'm separate. Now they're not present. I don't feel safe. It feels painful. I need them to be present. They're not. They don't know how to be. I better let go of that need and start pursuing other things that will make me feel safer. If you love me, I'll feel better about myself. I'll feel safer. I won't be so alone if you love me. If you accept me, same thing. If you approve of me, if you think I'm special, same thing. We get lost in the pursuit of these substitute needs. And all they really mean is we're caught in the dream, and in the dream we don't feel loved, accepted, or feel special. We feel like failures or whatever else those limiting beliefs might be. So we have to take a pause. First, presence. Then, as you become more and more present, you start to recognize these things as they arise within you. Oh, looking for love. Whoops. Oh, looking for acceptance. Thank you. It's so simple. Don't try and fix anything. Just bring everything to conscious awareness with love, acceptance, and compassion. Own, acknowledge, confess, and reveal. Reveal it to God. Reveal it to the flowers or the trees. Don't reveal to unconscious humans. That's another story. So what has to happen is we start to slowly and gently release ourselves from the pursuit of these substitute needs, but we must return to the true and original need. the healthiest thing you can say to anyone is, please be present with me. Spoken in a loving way, not a complaining way, not a judgmental way, just a simple request. And you might be surprised how people can respond to that without knowing how to be present or what that means. Somehow your presence, if you ask, will you be present with me, from presence, your presence will invite the other into a level of presence where you can meet each other at a deeper level. So we need to liberate ourselves from the pursuit of substitute needs and come back to the true and original need. And then I just need you to be present. So that's one of the healthiest things you can say to anyone. I just need you to be present with me. Please be present with me. I call that the second last step to liberation, freedom, and awakening. The second last step. If you can say to somebody, and not pursue the substitute needs, but say to somebody, you don't have to love me. I am love. You don't have to accept me. I am the energy of acceptance. But I would like you to be present with me. That's the second last step. So what's the last step? I'll tell you the last step. I would like you to be present with me, but I'm here, whether you're present or not. Now, who has the courage to embody that last statement? I'm here, whether you're present or not. I'm here, even if I'm the only one on planet Earth who is really here. I am here, and I will not abandon God, love, truth, and oneness because of this aloneness that I'm afraid of, this feeling of being separate that I'm afraid of. So I go racing into the dream, hoping to find someone there. Someone who will love me, accept me, make me feel more secure or safer or more confident about myself. All we do is we lose ourselves and go further and further into the dream. So folks, that pretty much has it. The step one of the teaching, presence. Step two of the teaching, the four aspects of step two: the resistance of the ego, who have you become, the repressed feelings, losing yourself in others, then come back to presence. It's like I'm giving you a roadmap to follow when you do get caught in the dream. We all need a roadmap, a way to acknowledge, witness the dream. What is the dream? To identify it, recognize it, and then very gently and gradually come out of the dream. But without rejecting the dream, judging the dream in any way. Okay, now I'm going to answer a couple of questions, at least one if I have time. This question is from Onerva from Finland. And Onerva writes, "Hi Leonard, I've been following your teaching for several years. When you talked about God's dilemma, I have a question for you. What about people's near-death experiences? Many of them have experienced being the one and all there is. Do we become enlightened when we die? What is the reason for that? These people have not been enlightened before their experience, and some have not even believed there is God. So who is aware then of itself? Thank you for your teachings. Love, Onerva from Finland." Well, first of all, I want to say that I love that question. And I don't think anyone has ever asked me that question in my 40 years of teaching, 40 plus years of teaching. And I'm really glad someone asked me that question. So I've also watched a number of those near-death experience videos on YouTube. And I have found them rather fascinating because the way they describe what happens to them after they leave the body is so close, so similar. The language, the feeling, the energy that they're describing, the whole experience that they're describing is so close energetically to the awakening experiences, the enlightenment experiences that I've been through. But I didn't die. I didn't have to die. This happened while I'm alive in physical form. And I can tell you it was probably more difficult than dying. It was a very difficult process to go through one of these awakenings. And I've been through numerous awakenings over the past 50 years or longer. Maybe I'm exaggerating, maybe 40 years. Now, this is very, very interesting because I had to really meditate on that, because it appears like when you leave the body, you meet God, you meet the oneness, you meet light, the light, maybe you meet Jesus. But that's completely inconsistent with what was revealed to me during my awakenings. What was revealed, and I'm not going to go into detail, I'll do that in a subsequent episode, but what was revealed to me during my awakenings and subsequently to those awakenings was that we're all souls on a journey over many, many lifetimes. And the whole point of each lifetime, each journey in each lifetime, is to recreate the story that the soul has been lost in for many, many lifetimes. Every lifetime, it's more or less the same story. Different faces, different names, but it's essentially the same story that we miraculously recreate every lifetime. We choose a mother and father who are perfect for our to reproduce and recreate that dream that we've been lost in for many lifetimes. We choose all the circumstances of our future life that we're going to incarnate into to give us the best chance of liberating ourselves from this dream. That's the whole point of our journey, is to liberate ourselves from the dream and awaken into the truth of love, the truth of oneness, the truth of God, exactly as they describe in the near-death experiences, and exactly as I experienced in all of my awakenings. Extraordinary love, extraordinary oneness, the presence of God filling everything, illuminating everything. It's just beyond our capacity to imagine. You can only experience it for yourself. To imagine it is not it. To conceptualize it is not it. So I had to ask myself, wow, is that what happens? We go through a life review after we leave the body, and then we meet God and everything's great. Now, the answer is no, that's not what happens. Maybe that's what happens initially when we leave the body. It's like we have a bath, a healing bath in truth, love, oneness, and presence. We meet God, we meet Jesus, we meet the light, we meet the oneness. We meet all these beautiful beings, maybe loved ones that we've known during our lifetime. We go through a life review and we get to see every aspect of our life, particularly where we might have been unkind to people. But so it sounds like a wonderful experience. Everybody who leaves the body is going to go through this experience. But here's the catch, and I certainly hope that's true. It would be wonderful to have a presence bath, a oneness bath, when you leave the body. But the ones that came back, they don't know what would have happened had they stayed, because they came back. We can't ask somebody what happens next if they didn't come back. So there's no information on that. But I'm going to tell you what was revealed to me, what I've come to understand and recognize, is that, okay, let's assume these ones who have the near-death experience, they're told they're not going back. You're not going back, okay? Then they're told what? What are they told? They're told, just, you've had your bath in presence, you've met God, you've met Jesus, you've met oneness, now you know the truth of who you are, the truth of life. Now go down further down this corridor or this tunnel or whatever it is, take the third exit on the left. Now I'm only joking here, it's not literal, but take the third exit on the left. That will take you to your soul group, where you will be very, very clear about all the lessons you missed, all the unconsciousness you didn't free yourself from, all the limiting beliefs you're still caught in, all the judgments you still have on yourself and others. all the karma you've accumulated in your unconsciousness, right? You go back, you take the third exit on the left, keep walking till you come to your own soul group. There'll be soul guides there who will guide you and make suggestions about your next incarnation. You'll write the script in for your next incarnation, and the whole point of writing the script is to give yourself the best opportunity of awakening from the dream and awakening into presence, truth, love, and oneness. The only problem is, it's very clear to you initially. You choose your parents carefully, which ones would be perfect for this liberation from the dream. I need a mother who's judgmental. I need a father who's angry all the time, or drinks too much alcohol, or is abusive. Yeah, it depends what issues are caught in the soul's journey. So you write the whole script. You know exactly what you're supposed to learn and discover during your next lifetime that will lead to liberation from the dream. But the moment you come into physical form, you've come into a much denser realm of existence embodied in the physical form. And you forget everything that you've set up. You forget the whole point of your journey. You get lost in the dream like you did many lifetimes in a row, just lost in this painful dream of separation from God, separation from each other, separation from truth, separation from the truth of who you are. You just get more and more lost in the dream, and on it goes. So I would say really worthwhile doing the work now while you're in physical form. Then maybe if you really do the work and bring conscious awareness to all the lessons you're here to learn, then maybe you won't be redirected to the soul group. Maybe you'll be redirected somewhere other than the soul group. Maybe you'll be redirected to a higher level, or even directly straight into heaven. Who knows? Who cares? Well, we all care. So I find that very interesting. That's my take on it, that don't fall for the trap that these people are saying that don't worry about death. As soon as you die, you meet God and everything's great, and it doesn't matter how unconsciously you live, doesn't matter whether you believe in God or any of that, you'll get off scot-free. Go straight to heaven. No matter what you've done, no matter what karma you've accumulated, no matter what lessons you failed to learn, you go straight to heaven. Well, from what I know, that's not the case. We're all souls on a journey over many lifetimes. We're here to learn some key fundamental lessons upon behalf of the soul, which the soul believes will advance it towards its ultimate goal, which is a return to oneness, return to God, return to heaven. That's what the soul's agenda is. But the soul believes you must learn certain key lessons to make that possible. What are those key lessons? What is the true nature of love? Because we're all lost in some sort of false idea of love. What is the true nature of acceptance? Because we're all lost in judgment. What is the true nature of power? Because we're all lost in false power. In truth, who are you really? And what are you doing here? What is the point of your journey in this lifetime? These are the key and fundamental questions that you're here. You're here to learn these lessons. Now, here's the irony. There's a master lesson that the soul is not aware of. The soul is looking for restoration to oneness with God. But it can't happen in the future. It can only happen now. So here's the master lesson. Through the doorway of the present moment, I am restored to oneness. I am restored to God. The moment I am truly restored, the soul is restored with me. Any moment I'm truly present, the soul comes into alignment with that and is also present. When I get caught back into the dream, the soul is caught back. This keeps happening over and over again until as I can continually reveal the dream, bring conscious awareness to the dream, recognize all the elements of the dream, how I hold myself in the dream, how I get caught in the dream, who am I in the dream. As I bring all this into consciousness and I start to become more and more present, I start to realize certain lessons open up as I become more and more present. For example, I'm going to give you the answers to the soul questions. What is the true nature of love? I am. What is the true nature of acceptance? I am. I could say, I am that. What is the true nature of power? It's the power that arises from the center of my being and animates me, that gives me the energy, the life force, the energy force to literally come alive in physical form, express myself, move, express, walk, enjoy, live my life. This is the life force that empowers my life, but it has nothing to do with anyone else. It's not power over anyone, nor does anyone have power over me. So all these lessons are immediately answered the moment you become truly present. And they're not answers with the mind. So let me just go over it very briefly. We are all souls on a journey over many, many lifetimes. Before the journey began, we existed in oneness with God and all that is. There was no separation. There came a moment where duality opened up, time opened up, and we opened up to the duality of oneness and separation. We judged the separation, and now we've been caught in the thing that we judged, which was the separation. We've been caught in that ever since, lifetime after lifetime, caught in the separation, separate from the truth, separate from the present moment, separate from the truth of life, the truth of love, the truth of God, the truth of oneness, and the truth of heaven on earth, and the truth of who you are. We've separated, and we're desperate in our separation, and we're extremely dangerous in our unconsciousness. So the whole point of our journey is to bring the dream to consciousness, liberate ourselves from the dream without rejecting or judging it, and open more fully and more fundamentally into the present moment. And if you reach a certain level and depth of presence, then you will experience directly the oneness, you'll experience the presence of God in all things present. It's unmistakable. You can't miss it at that level of presence that I'm referring to. But you can't try to be present, that's the catch. If my words are making you anxious, I want to be present, I want to be present, that's not helpful to you. Just relax, the present moment is already here. Just relax and tune in to that which is of the present moment, that which is here now. If it's in the present moment, if it's of the present moment, if you can see it, hear it, feel it, taste it, touch it, or smell it in this moment, you can be present with it. The moment you're truly present with something that is here in the moment with you, you come out of the past and future world of the mind. You come out of the dream, out of the story. Now you're here. Any moment you're truly present, your mind is silent, you're utterly present with what is here. You are an awakened being. And the silence in you is indistinguishable from the silence in Buddha, Jesus, Ramana, anyone else you'd care to name. Silence is silence. Nothing is nothing, nothingness. The nothingness in me is absolutely one with the nothingness in you. There cannot be any distinction in silence or nothingness. That's where we meet and open into what the masters, the ascended masters, have been sharing with us. The saints and sages for centuries have been sharing with us that this is possible, this is available. The problem is so few of us reached to the point that I'm describing in the past. But now it's essential that those who are ready complete this journey and awaken fully and fundamentally into presence. I am love. I am acceptance. I am compassion. I am empowered from within. I live in the realization of oneness. I am one with God and all that is. I am immersed in the isness of this moment. I have disappeared. And now only God is. Only isness is. And then when it's appropriate, no problem, go back into the world of time, use your mind, think, remember, imagine, plan, whatever you want to do. Tell jokes, have fun, play, be playful in the world of time. But the world of time is not the dream. There's a difference. But then what supports you in the world of time, to not get lost in the world of time, is the level of presence you have awakened to. You can be reasonably present and play in the world of time without the dream penetrating. Okay, so we're going to bring the meeting to a close. I certainly hope you've enjoyed this episode. And I'll continue these live streams Monday at 4 o'clock. But I've completed the actual teaching. So now I'll just answer questions or pick particular topics. Either you can request topics, you can ask questions, request topics, or I'll just pick one that I think will be of value to everybody. The most important thing is really whether or not you awaken. That's what's most important, because it's your awakening and many, many people awakening that will bring about a collective awakening, and then our world will be transformed. That's what is needed, that's what's necessary, and it's necessary and needed fairly quickly. So let's all get on with it. Let's all awaken together. Okay, so thank you very much for your attending and for being here, sharing this journey with me and with each of us who are watching this this video. Okay, so much love. Actually, I'm going to take a moment and look at some of the comments. Okay, Jane Guan, Dean Murphy, Charlene. Anyway, I'll look at these later. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next week. Over and out.